The small town of São Brilho had always been a quiet, peaceful place where people whispered stories of the past, but no one dared to face them. The cobblestone streets and foggy nights were part of the charm. Anna moved there for a fresh start, looking to escape her haunted past and the pain of a lost love. It was here she met Miguel, the man who seemed to bring light into her life after years of darkness. Miguel was charming, handsome, and full of life, making Anna believe in love again. They quickly fell into a whirlwind romance, and before long, they were inseparable. However, beneath the warmth of their relationship, something sinister brewed, a secret Miguel kept hidden. One cold evening, as Anna and Miguel strolled through the misty streets, hand in hand, she couldn't help but feel that something was off. Miguel seemed distant, his eyes wandering as though he were avoiding something. He assured her it was just work stress, but Anna sensed that it was more than that. Her suspicions were confirmed when, one night, she followed him to an abandoned house on the outskirts of town. The house had a reputation. People said it was cursed, that something terrible had happened there long ago. Anna watched from the shadows as Miguel entered the house, meeting another woman. The betrayal hit her like a punch in the gut. Anna's heart, once filled with love and trust, crumbled into pieces. She confronted Miguel the next day, demanding an explanation, but he brushed it off with cold indifference, as if her pain meant nothing. That was when the first crack appeared in Anna's soul. Her heartbreak quickly morphed into rage. She wanted to hurt him as he had hurt her. But as Anna sat in her small apartment that night, plotting her revenge, a strange sensation washed over her, a presence. She could feel something in the room with her, though she saw nothing. Whispers filled her ears, and the temperature dropped. It wasn't just her anger that had attracted this darkness. Something far older, more dangerous, had taken an interest in her vengeance. Anna tried to shake the feeling, but every time she thought of Miguel, the whispers returned. They spoke of revenge, of how she could make him suffer for his betrayal. At first, she ignored them, but soon, the whispers grew louder, more persistent, until they became impossible to drown out. Late one night, as Anna lay in bed, half asleep, a cold hand brushed against her cheek. Startled, she sat up, but no one was there. The whispers had returned, this time urging her to visit the abandoned house where she had seen Miguel with the other woman. Compelled by a force she couldn't understand, Anna found herself walking through the fog toward the house. The closer she got, the louder the whispers became. Her breath quickened as she stepped inside. The air was thick with decay, the walls covered in dust, and the floor creaked beneath her feet. But Anna was no longer afraid. Instead, she felt an unexplainable pull, as if the house itself wanted her there. She followed the whispers down a narrow hallway, leading to a room at the back of the house. The door opened on its own, revealing a dark, empty space. At first, there was nothing, but then she saw it, a shadowy figure standing in the corner, watching her with glowing eyes. It whispered her name, softly at first, then louder, beckoning her closer. As she approached, the figure's form began to take shape. It was a woman, her face twisted in agony, eyes hollow and black. Anna realized with horror that this was not just a ghost. It was the spirit of someone who had once sought vengeance, just as she was now. The spirit reached out to her, its cold fingers brushing Anna's hand. "You seek revenge, just as I did," it whispered. "But vengeance comes with a price." Anna tried to pull away, but the spirit's grip tightened. Images flooded her mind, flashes of the past, of betrayal and blood, of love turned to hate. The spirit had been wronged just as she had, but instead of finding peace, it had been consumed by its desire for revenge, trapped in this house for eternity. "I can help you," the spirit whispered. "But you must let go of your humanity. You must become like me." Anna's heart raced. She had come here for answers, but now she was faced with a choice. Did she want to become the very thing that haunted her dreams, or was there another way? As the spirit's cold fingers wrapped around her wrist, Anna hesitated. The anger inside her was strong, but was it worth losing herself to darkness? The whispers grew louder, urging her to accept the spirit's offer, to make Miguel suffer for what he had done. But deep down, Anna knew that revenge would only lead her down the same path as this tormented soul. With all the strength she had left, Anna pulled away from the spirit's grasp. The whispers turned into screams as the room shook violently, the walls cracking and the floor splitting beneath her feet. The spirit's face twisted in rage as it lunged toward her, but Anna ran, her heart pounding in her chest. She stumbled out of the house and into the foggy night, her breath ragged and her mind racing. The whispers had stopped, but the feeling of dread lingered. She had escaped the house, but she knew the darkness was far from over. As Anna looked back at the abandoned house, she realized that the spirit's curse was now her own. The pull of revenge would always be there, lurking in the shadows, waiting for her to give in. But for now, she had resisted, and that was enough. Yet, in the back of her mind, she couldn't shake the feeling that the spirit's words were true. Revenge came with a price, and sooner or later, she would have to pay it.